You know what's weird? Right now, you probably have some pieces of paper in your wallet, or maybe just some numbers on a screen, and you genuinely believe you can trade those for a sandwich. And here's the really weird part. The person making that sandwich believes it too. In fact, 7 billion people on this planet have collectively agreed to participate in what might be the most successful mass delusion in human history. Think about it. If I handed you a rock and said, "This rock is worth a car," you'd laugh at me. But if I hand you a stack of cotton fiber rectangles with dead presidents on them, you'll happily give me your Honda Civic. What's the difference? The rock is probably rarer. It might even be prettier. So why does one work and the other doesn't? Here's an even better question. What happens when the illusion breaks? Because it has broken before. In 1923 Germany, people were using money as wallpaper. Not as decoration because they were quirky, but because the wallpaper was literally more valuable than the cash. In Zimbabwe in 2008, they printed a $100 trillion bill. Trillion! And it couldn't buy you a loaf of bread. So what is this thing we call money? Why does it work? And perhaps most importantly, why are we all okay with playing along? Today we're going to answer that question, and I promise you, by the end of this, you'll never look at a dollar bill the same way again. Let's rewind. Way back. Before money, there was barter. You had chickens, I had wheat. You wanted bread, I wanted eggs. We'd make a trade, everyone's happy, roll credits, right? Wrong. Because what happens when I want eggs but you don't want wheat? What if you want a new roof on your house but the roofer is a vegetarian who definitely doesn't want your chickens? This is what economists call the double coincidence of wants, which is just a fancy way of saying good luck finding someone who has what you want and wants what you have at the exact same time. Barter has another problem. Try saving your wealth. Maybe you had a great harvest this year and want to save some for retirement. Congratulations, you now own 40 bushels of grain, which will rot. Or maybe you save your wealth in cows. Great, until they die. Or eat all your grain. Or your neighbor's grain and now you owe them a cow. What humanity needed was something everyone wanted. We needed money. So what did people use? Oh, buckle up, because humanity got creative. Salt was money for a while. Yes, the stuff on your table. It's where we get the word salary. Roman soldiers were paid in salt. Shells were money, specifically cowrie shells. Beautiful, hard to counterfeit, didn't rot. Perfect, except they literally washed up on beaches. Imagine if wealth just appeared on shorelines and anyone with a bucket could get rich. But the winner? Metal, specifically gold and silver. They were rare but not too rare, beautiful but useless enough that people wouldn't hoard them for non-money reasons. They didn't rust or rot, you could melt them down and reshape them, you could carry them around. They were, in a word, perfect. So for thousands of years, money meant metal. Gold coins, silver coins. If you had a coin, you had a specific weight of precious metal, and that was valuable in itself. This is called commodity money, because the money itself has intrinsic value. But metal is heavy. Lugging around gold coins when you want to buy a house is inconvenient. Also dangerous. Robbers love gold. So banks invented a clever solution. Receipts. You deposit your gold in a bank, they give you a paper receipt, and you can trade the receipt instead of the gold. Genius. This is where things get spicy, because banks noticed something interesting. Most people didn't come back for their gold. The receipts just circulated as money. So banks thought, what if we print more receipts than we have gold? Just a little more. No one would notice, right? And thus, fractional reserve banking was born, along with every financial crisis ever. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Here's where the story gets wild. In 1971, President Nixon did something unprecedented. He ended the gold standard, just canceled it. No more "this dollar represents gold in a vault." From that day forward, the dollar was backed by exactly nothing, except the promise that other people would accept it. This is called fiat money. Fiat comes from Latin meaning "let it be done." Essentially, money became valuable because the government said, "let there be money," and we all just agreed. Think about how insane this is. Modern money is paper and ink. The materials cost maybe 5 cents. That $20 bill in your pocket is cost the same to print as a $1 bill. The difference is entirely psychological, entirely based on collective belief. But here's what's even more mind-blowing. Most money today isn't even paper, it's digital, numbers in a database. When you get paid, your employer's bank reduces a number in their account and increases a number in your account. No physical money moves, it's all just data. We've gone from trading chickens to trading numbers on a screen, and somehow, amazingly, it works better than any system we've ever had. So why does this mass hallucination work? 3 reasons. First, trust in institutions. You believe the government won't print infinite dollars because that would destroy the currency's value. Mostly. They don't. When they do, you get Weimar Germany or Zimbabwe. Second, network effects. Money works because everyone uses it. The more people accept dollars, the more valuable dollars become, which makes more people accept them. It's a self-reinforcing loop. Bitcoin fans understand this, which is why they won't shut up about it at parties. Third, legal tender laws. The government says you must accept this for debts, which gives money a floor value. So what is money? Money is the lie we tell ourselves that works because we all believe it together. It's a technology for moving value across time and space. It's a ledger of who owes what to whom. It's a store of belief, a medium of trust, and a measure of our collective willingness to cooperate with strangers. The next time someone tells you money is the root of all evil, you can tell them, no, money is weird, wonderful, and utterly essential. It's paper backed by promises, digits backed by trust, and value backed by nothing but our shared agreement that this whole crazy system works. And you know what? It does.